Hello YouTube, this is Augustus Larch. I'm going to explain to you, this is a vlog about the American legal system and how they like to railroad people into jail. Because jail is its own industry. Prison and jail is their own industry this year. I live in Roseau County here, and we have notorious public defenders that have lunch and beers with the prosecuting attorneys, most every day. And they don't ever like to go to trial. Pretty much a defendant has to force them into a trial by not bargaining. But they'll pull any kind of deal. Okay. The one public, I'm going to name some names in Roseau County here, is named Duffy. He's just known by the name of Duffy. And the man doesn't even he wears casual Fridays every day of the week. Pretty much, for a public defender. So your public defender comes up, his name is Duffy. And he's not formally attired. And they plea bargain about everything. Okay. What I like to do, in any little traffic infraction, anything, I make sure I show up at the hearing and I tell them, no, I don't wish to have a public defender, and I will be representing myself. They get so scared. I turned the prosecuting attorney's face white. She wasn't too healthy to begin with, but she was just breathing. I could hear her breathing heavy after I was like, just stood my ground and said, yeah, And I had a little meeting with the, well, this was in Lake of the Woods County. I had to drive all the way to freaking Badet to go to a damn trial, or a hearing, pre-trial hearing. And that's all that happened. They didn't charge me with a dang thing. They dismissed it because they were so afraid. I wanted to go to trial. I wanted to confront each one of the witnesses against me, and my and the plaintiff, and which was the county. They were just trying to, the thing about it is the criminal justice system is, they live on fines and they got a taste for working people. You'd think they get paid enough money as it is so they wouldn't have to sit there and supplement their operating budget with fines, but they do. They're forced to. They have a quota. So they're just trying to drag as many people into that court as possible to fill up their nice expensive jail. And then they'll charge the prisoners to stay in jail. They order them into jail. And I pretty much think a jail should be entirely operated through tax revenues, right? No, first of all, they sully these persons' records by railroading into a plea bargain. And then, if they want to get anywhere for work to get Hubered out, they have to pay $20 a day to get Hubered out. You'd think that it'd be less on the system if they lost them for most of the day, and if they came back on their own. Wouldn't that be a less cost? Because the jail they'd have less people to watch during the day. This person is responsible for themselves because they're trusted to be Hubered out. But then they put a surcharge onto it. When I get calls from the jail, I get charged a collect fee. And it's from down the road. So they're charging me too to speak to their little duchy called their jail. Okay? And they charge him everything in there. Every little thing that just racks up and racks up and racks up. And then if they can't pay, they're in trouble with the law again. So it's like it's a what is it called? A prophecy. I forget what that little saying. Self-proclaiming prophecy. No. I forget what it is. I'll remember it later. But anyway, I'm just telling you. Roseau County, like any other little county jail around these parts in the rural Midwest, crooked as hell. They're trying to railroad you and just squeeze as much of the life and money out of you as possible. Because that's what they've been forced to do. That's what they've been conditioned to believe. So, just telling you, don't plea bargain. Stand up for yourself in hearings and on trial. You can scare them with confidence. It works. This is Augustus Lodge.